Hi, my name is Mia Tribuki, and I'm going to be discussing 4 important aspects of 21st century learning. Those include critical thinking, creativity or innovation, collaboration, and communication. I hope in this video that you will see the importance that these 4 skills have on our environment in the classroom today. First, I am going to be discussing what is 21st century learning. 21st century learning has many definitions, but I believe it is up to your own interpretation. For me, it involves the aspects I already listed in the beginning: critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication. I do believe there are more qualities, but these are the 4 that I'm going to focus on in this presentation. With these ideas in mind, I want to use technological tools to create an environment that is engaging and personalized. 21st century learning is learner-driven and allows students to become active participants in our society. Critical thinking goes beyond memorization. Rather, it encourages students to connect the dots between concepts, solve problems, think creatively, and apply knowledge in new ways. According to the Journal of Educational Computing Research, critical thinking or problem solving is a necessary skill to prepare students for life outside of the classroom, and it also suggests a framework to promote problem solving in students in the 21st century. One way to do this is through asking open-ended questions. It gives students a chance to apply what they've learned and build on prior knowledge. It also allows them to problem solve and think on their feet rather than giving a simple yes or no answer. Group projects and discussions are another excellent way for elementary teachers to encourage critical thinking skills. Cooperative learning not only exposes students to the thought processes of their classmates, but it expands their thinking and worldview by demonstrating that there's no one right way to approach a problem. In my classroom, I like to utilize KWL charts to encourage children to think deeper about their learning. It promotes curiosity and personalized learning. With 21st century learning, there are many creative tools, digital in nature, that can benefit our students' understanding of content in the classroom. Donovan et al. Says, from a teaching perspective, teaching students to work creatively with others involves teaching students to be able to develop, implement, and communicate new ideas with each other effectively, and be open and responsive to all perspectives, incorporating peer input and feedback into the work. Students must have the opportunity to share their ideas with one another because we learn more through communicating with others. I believe that creativity inspires students and should be integrated into every part of learning. Teaching students how to think is more important than teaching students what to think. Creativity also provides opportunities for trying out new ideas and new ways of thinking and problem solving. I offer student choice in my classroom to allow students to share their unique ways of thinking, prioritize a student-centered classroom, and increase learner engagement. In my classroom, I incorporate games or activities as you will see on the screen. There is no one correct way to make a polygon using the straws, and students had a blast using their creative minds to create new shapes. The next aspect of 21st century learning is collaboration and communication. Donovan et al. Says collaboration is displayed by the student's ability to demonstrate working in diverse teams effectively and respectfully. Students should be able to display flexibility and willingness to be helpful in making compromises necessary to accomplish a common goal, as well as assume shared responsibility for collaborative work and value individual contributions from each team member. Instead of limiting learning from the teacher to students, students can learn from one another. In my classroom, I provide multiple opportunities for students to talk with one another through morning meetings, Think, Pair, Share, the online platform Nearpod, and more. In creating a respectful environment where all voices are heard without judgment, student relationships can improve, and students will learn how to effectively work with one another. Now more than ever in the 21st century, collaboration can also lead to more creative outcomes in terms of content. Classroom newsletters are a great way to keep parents informed on what is happening in your class and encourage guardians to get involved with activities or events happening in your school. This form of communication can foster a connection between home and school and can help you learn more about students' funds of knowledge. In the study I read on 21st century learner ecology, technology was used as a catalyst in creating opportunities for critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication. But they found it is also the culture of the environment as a whole. There is a common ecology between individuals and space for 21st century skill promotion. In summary, these 4 C's are an integral part of a student's entire school experience, both in the classroom and school culture. After-school programs provide opportunities for students to be creative and promote critical thinking, which proves a relationship between these programs and student learning. Technology-based communication is an expectation for school members through social media platforms to provide school-related questions, announcements, and more. Overall, it is important to promote the teacher as a facilitator of learning. We need to promote community in the classroom through sharing these classroom management strategies, arrangement, and the way teachers communicate with students, parents, and the community. It is important that technology use is meaningful and not limited to student learning activities. In order to incorporate these 4 C's in my teaching practice, I want to extend my professional learning network and utilize different social media platforms in order to create a 21st century classroom. In terms of TPAC, it allows educators to use 4 C's in the classroom. It is important to think about how the technology is used rather than just having access to it. TPAC allows me to use technology creatively and collaboratively to create lessons that promote student engagement. I have used different technology platforms in my classroom such as Epic Books, Kahoot, Nearpod, Blooket, and more, but I want to make sure that these tools promote the 4 C's. I want to give students the opportunity to be creative with one another, and in the future, I want to have students create their own blogs to communicate their learning needs and collaborate with each other. Creativity in the classroom can be improved with TPAC because it encourages teachers to consider the content, pedagogy, and tools in the classroom. Teachers need to consider what it is that the students need to learn, how they are going to learn it, and what tools are going to be needed. Thank you.